Okay, baby, let's try this another way. Are you home alone?
No, I'm just hungry.
Who's there with you?
Just me and the empty refrigerator.
Oh, baby, I'm so sorry that you're going through this. If you could, please put your mother on the phone, then I can be able to help you.
My mom right here and she don't got no food stamps. And I don't want no noodles. I want a seafood boil.
Well, could you put your mom on the phone?
I'm hungry.
Me in the night, told her bend it over, let me eat it with some ice. Big dude, baby, she gon' want it all night. Check hall 6 when I knew you heard the pipes.
This is Talia. She is a 32-year-old mother from Saginaw, Michigan, and she is currently on trial for misusing her government-assisted, for food benefits to run a bakery business out of her home. The prosecution is alleging that the money that she was supposed to receive each month to feed herself and her children, I think she had 5 kids, she was going to the market to buy ingredients to do the bakery business. Talia was saying she was making maybe $1,000 a month in profit, if anything, from the bakery business. The prosecution is saying she probably made more than that based on the amount of ingredients that she bought. Now, prosecution did offer her a plea deal where she would pay off a fine, maybe up to $1,000, and then she would be on probation for a year. Then I think after a year, the charge would be removed. Talia, she turned that down because she wants to go to trial, says she didn't do anything wrong. But what do you think this is wrong? I guess legally it is wrong if she is actually guilty of doing what the prosecution is alleging that she did. But do you think it's wrong? She's a mom of 5. She's trying to make some extra money. She used the government's money to run a business, to receive more money to feed her kids and do whatever she has to do. So in the grand scheme of things, is it really that wrong? She should be penalized or punished or even go to jail for what she did.
Family, it's your homeboy Nino, back with another video. Check it out, y'all.
I got $3,500 in food stamps. EBT food stamps. How much y'all got? How much y'all got? Every month, $3,500 in food stamps. How much y'all got? Yeah, that's what I thought. Y'all need to chill. And I got 7 baby daddies. Yes, I'm not ashamed. I don't regret nothing. I don't regret my first child. I don't regret my second child, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. All of them are a blessing to me. And if you don't feel that way, that's not your problem. That's not your problem because they're not your kids anyway. They're mine, not yours. I don't get it. What is wrong with people? People just think that you can just talk on people and just discuss people's life. Who are you? What have you achieved with your life? My 7 kids, they're good. They're great. They're healthy. They're blessed. I'm able to pay for everything they need. If my baby daddies are not acting right, what? If a few of them are not acting right, the rest of them will. If 1 or 2 baby daddies not acting right, guess what? 3, 4, 5 of them will. And they'll come to my rescue and make sure because they got these kids with me. And I make sure of that. So don't worry about me. Worry about y'all. Don't worry about what I got going on. My kids are great. Y'all need to, this is why we don't like the whole social media business. Because y'all just, putting your mouth where it don't concern you. Even if people post stuff, even if people show you stuff over their life or their children or whatever, it doesn't mean you have to necessarily comment all the time. You can keep your comments to yourself. Keep your opinions to yourself, especially if they're negative. These are kids we're talking about. They're my kids. Leave kids alone. Leave kids alone. I love all my kids. I love all my baby daddies. We are happy. We are blessed. We are good. We have no problem. So I don't know why you guys keep talking about me. I don't know why you guys keep having to say something. It's really getting overwhelming at this point. It's really getting overwhelming at this point. Y'all need to just, learn to chill, shut up, and do you. Live your life. Nobody's complaining to you. Nobody's coming to you over your life. Nobody's trying to comment over what you're doing. Me and my 7 kids are blessed, honey. And thank God I don't even look it. I don't even look it. You won't even guess that I have 7 kids. You won't even know that I got 7 kids. Talk about 7 baby daddies. Say nothing to me. Don't say nothing about my life. I'm happy. We blessed. We good. Don't worry about us. I know there's going to be haters. There's always going to be haters. There's always going to be people talking back. There's always going to be people that want to say something and it's just y'all always got something to say. And it's so annoying. I'm over here living my life. I made my choices. I rock with it. I have have no regret. I regret nothing. I love all my kids. I love all my baby daddies. Listen, and if one's not doing the job, like I said, the other one will. Shoot, if two not doing the job, three of them will. So, like, just keep my name out of your mouth. Like I said, there's going to be haters because I see y'all in the little comments and I see y'all talking about me and I see y'all keep mentioning me in your mouth. And even with my baby daddies, then I don't see the reason of your guys' input. I don't care. Stop talking to me about it. You people always got something to say. Worry about you. Worry about what you're going through. Worry about you being broke. Don't worry about me. I'm good, honey. I'm good over here. Thank you. Shoo.
Did she get?
Excuse me. Do y'all accept EBT? Like food stamps?
You ain't never heard of food stamps?
After they already have eaten.
Don't worry about it. Okay, well, go ahead here.
Honestly, I'm very happy they're taking away the food stamps. That's great because y'all swear at the poll you were doing something to hurt immigrants and people who look like me. But now, all the rednecks and Mima and Papa and Junebug and Slutterbug and all y'all gonna be hungry this fucking Thanksgiving. Thank God. You thought you were shooting other people, you end up shooting yourself in the foot. Good. Like, great. I'm happy. Thank you. Majority of the immigrants who you claim are stealing your stuff, we don't even qualify for food stamps. Maybe y'all could use this hungry time to think about what y'all did at the poll last November. This Thanksgiving, maybe y'all can fast and repent.
They out here trying to starve us to death. I'm telling you, they are trying to kill us. In 2025, they are taking our food stamps away. That's our human rights.
Man, Trump taking these food stamps is the worst thing he could have ever did. Like, man, it's gonna be all type of thievery and shit going on, man. Motherfuckers already got it hard enough as it is. Like, damn, if you're gonna take food stamps out, put out a grant that people can go get. Like, I saw a post where one lady facing up to 10 years in jail because she started a bakery off her food stamps. She's selling products off her food stamps off a bakery. Like, how in the hell is y'all gonna get mad at this lady for buying shit for her food, buying the food with the food stamps, and she reselling it for her own bakery? Ain't it called government assistance? She trying to get out the government assistance by starting her own business. So that means that these folks want folks to stay trapped in the system, bro. This shit rigged against us, bro. I'm telling you. And it ain't just black folks. This shit rigged against everybody because black folks ain't the only people that got food stamps, bro. This shit rigged against everybody, bro. Like, taking food stamps, bro? Come on, bro. That shit lame as hell, bro. Trump lame as hell for that. Can't even lie.
Okay, we have to take a poll. The Democrats were trying to decide which to cut between health care and food stamps. So what would you choose if you had to choose? Health care, or would you choose food stamps? Please comment below because I really would like to know. It's not that we have a choice in the matter. However, obviously, they're making a choice for us. This is just not looking like America. Please comment below because I do really want to see what you guys choose, what you think is important. Food or healthcare. This just is not looking like America.
Y'all too rich to be crying about them food stamps. I don't need a man. I do bad all by myself. You're fintu. You fintu. You can't depend on the government no more. Now what?
What I'm starting to realize is the people that want to get rid of food stamps thinks that the people that are on food stamps are just making this ridiculous amount of money. I have a degree in computer engineering, so I might not know much, but one thing I know for sure is numbers. This is the maximum amount per family household that families are getting in food stamps per month. This is the maximum amount per household that people can make while being on food stamps, meaning that this is the maximum amount that they can work and make while also receiving food stamps. If we just take the average family, the 4-family household, the maximum they can make is $4,421 a month. Let's just say this is a 1-parent, 3-kid household, because if this is a 2-parent, 2-kid household, that means the parents are combining to make $25 an hour. That equates to $53,000 a year. Let's just say that their rent is $1,000 a month, which nowhere you can find for a family of 4, by the way. Average rent is $1,500 to $2,000 a month, depending on the state, but let's just say they're paying $1,000 a month per rent. That's $12,000 a year that they have to take away from this $53,000 pre-tax. The government needs its 25%, so really 25% of that is gone. Let's use real numbers. For a family of 4 making $53,000 a year, they're bringing home about $44,000 after taxes. You still have to pay for rent, which we said was $1,000 a month, so now they're at $32,000 for the year. Have to pay for their car note, which is about $400 a month. They still have to pay for their car insurance, which is about $200 a month. They still have to pay for gas, which is about $30 a week, but we're talking about a family of 4, so they're driving a lot more. That is $8,640. Let's just round up to $9,000 for oil changes and any other car maintenance that might have happened throughout the year. Now we're down to $23,000 for the year. What family of 4 do you think can survive off $23,000 a year without any government assistance? We still have to pay for light bill, water bill, internet. Mind you, this is a family of 4, so light bill alone is going to be about $200. Water bill is about $100. Internet is going to be about $50-$60. Let's hope they don't live in a community that requires a gas bill as well. They need phone bill's $150. Let's hope that their kids aren't old enough that they need phones as well. And if we round up all the utilities to $500 a month, that's $6,000 a year. We're now at $17,000 a year for this family of 4 to survive on. I have not talked about buying clothes for the children, non-perishable items, trash bags, toothpaste, lotion, school supplies. We don't have no streaming services, so we don't have no entertainment, no TVs, toilet paper, dish detergent, washer and dryer stuff. I have not talked about any of that stuff. We're living off $17,000 for the year for a family of 4. Any medical scares, dental, vision, let's just hope the children are healthy. God forbid this family of 4 gets $996 a month from the government for food. Oh my goodness, it's the end of the world. I don't want my taxes going here. You are not Christian. Please don't, if you don't support food stamps and the government helping out low-income families, you are not Christian, and stop saying that you are.
Yeah, maybe I'm evil, but I don't pity a single MAGA voter that lost access to their food stamps. I really don't. I pity everybody else in your state who lost access to the food stamps. But if you're on food stamps and you just lost access to them and you voted for Donald Trump, I hope you go hungry. I'm done. I don't give a fuck about any of you.
When you find out that your president really does not like you, if you are the working poor, elderly, disabled, or a child, the Trump administration won't use contingency funds to pay November food stamp benefits. What does that mean? So I'm going to speak for Louisiana. The governor of Louisiana decided that he is going to fund SNAP for vulnerable people like children, disabled people, the elderly. Well, the Trump administration is basically saying, bet. They are discouraging states from doing this by saying states will not be reimbursed if they use their own funds to pay for benefits. Now, legally, Congress can do that. But what that's telling you is the president won't sign off for it, even if Congress does it. This is to discourage states from funding food stamps. Why? And I'm going to tell you again, because he does not believe you are worthy of your own tax dollars.
Donald Trump knows exactly what he's doing. He is going to start another war, another riot. Like, you're going to see the biggest riot you ever seen in a lifetime if he don't cut these people EBT and food stamp cards back on, if you don't give these people food to feed their kids. He is going to send all of those stores, Walmart, any store that sell foods right now is most likely is going to go out of business because people is going to go push buggies out to make sure they feed their kids. Like the people who don't have money, they're going to do whatever they got to do to feed their kids. Like he is going to start the biggest riot in America if he don't give those people their food stamps this month. Like that is insane. That is crazy. I never thought I'll see a day where that happens, where he actually cut the food off for the kids. Now that's crucial. Like to cut the people food stamps off. The ones who have to feed their kids, they don't have no other option.
Too many privileged white people are coming here on this app and they're talking about people that benefit from food stamps, which most of them happen to be white. Most of them happen to live in Republican states, red state. Now, don't blame the Democrats because this is absolutely Trump's doing. He can fund it if he wanted to. He's funding ICE. He's sending $40 billion to Argentina. Why are you not mad with him? The only thing the Democrats want to do is make sure that you have affordable health care and people are getting their notice. So not only you're not going to have your food stamps until the government is back in order, but you're going to have a big freaking healthcare bill coming January. And before you start coming over here complaining about the Democrats, I need you to go to the videos in which people are crying, teachers, healthcare professionals, in which their insurance has doubled or even tripled. Good luck on trying to get food and trying to stay healthy. I'm not sure how long this is going to last, but this is the frustration that we have with you, a lot of MAGA people, because you guys still haven't done your due diligence in reading Project 2025, in which they are trying to destabilize the government and that they want to do away with all the safety net. Why? Because it caused chaos. But I'm going to tell you who's going to be just fine. It's going to be the black and brown people because we have always been resilient. How about you go to your legislator and tell them how much your insurance premium is going up? Or how about you tell your legislator you want me to have children, you want me to raise children, but you don't want to give me money to feed these children. Stop telling women what to do with their body if you're not going to help them in the end. Anyway, my recommendation for you is to download the app called Five. Call your legislators, call your senator. Just want you to know that the Republicans will not negotiate with the Democrats. And this is why they're doing this.
Virginia has declared a state of emergency so that they can fund EBT payments in case the shutdown continues November 1st. I work in social services, so I have been following this really, really closely. And I just saw a statement from the governor on Facebook, actually, that state of emergency has been declared. So people in Virginia, at least, because it's a state-by-state thing, will be receiving their EBT benefits November 1st. Regardless of the state of the government shutdown.
So Miami, Florida is officially the city in the United States with the highest amount of senior citizens that are on SNAP benefits, which is, EBT, food stamps, whatever you want to call it. The Republicans control the House, the Senate, the Supreme Court, the presidency, every single lever of power in this country, right? And if no agreement is reached to reopen the government very, very soon, next month in November, 42 million people in this country are at risk of no longer receiving food stamps, EBT, overall SNAP benefits, right? That includes senior citizens, that includes children, that includes people with disabilities, that includes just low-income people overall, right? And it's pretty sad and at the same time ironic that here in Miami is where we have the highest level of seniors in the entire country that are on these kinds of benefits. Because on one hand, it's really, really sad and messed up that someone that has worked 20, 30, 40 years in this country, that has earned their retirement benefits, right, can no longer receive them because of a government shutdown. With the cost of living in Miami, that's extremely high, the economy in general, that's terrible, it's unfair for seniors to not have that assistance to be able to at least eat dignified every single month. But on the other hand, Donald Trump won the election in Miami-Dade County with 55% of the vote. Numbers don't lie. That means that the majority of the senior citizens that live in Dade County likely voted for this. They voted for their own benefits to be taken away from them. Which also includes Medicare, by the way, because one of the reasons that this whole shutdown is still going is because the Democrats are trying to avoid the Trump administration and MAGA from completely destroying the American healthcare system with Medicaid, Medicare, Obamacare, all that, right? Like, for example, did you guys know that Miami-Dade County is the county in the United States with the highest amount of Obamacare applications? Specifically, nationwide, the areas in this country where the most amount of people enroll for Obamacare is Doral and Hialeah. Again, the same people that went diehard for Donald Trump are the same people that are going to be the victims of his policies. Let me know what you guys think.
I don't really like the way people are responding to the news of the food stamps possibly being cut. I don't like how people are telling other people to get a job. I don't think that's right. I don't think it's right. Like, congratulations. Congratulations. You have a job. You have made it in life. You are successful. You did what you have to do in school. You graduated, and now you are getting paid a high-paying job. Congratulations to you, but not everybody is as fortunate as you are. You can't sit here telling people, go get a job, go work, go do this. You know, like, some people don't have it as easy. Some people don't have it as fortunate. You got mothers right now that have no help, that have nobody that can help them. They need the food stamps to feed kids. Like, there's people that need these food stamps. You can't just sit there and tell people, go get a job. There's more people in the world right now than there are most jobs. Like, jobs are not even hiring like that. And when they do, they're not paying like that. You got people who done ran through the system. Like, you got people who are on disability. You got people who need the food stamps. Don't tell them, oh, it's their fault because of the choices they made in life. Everybody deserves a second chance. Everybody deserves a chance at a good life. Just because you made it in life and did what you had to do, don't mean other people don't deserve a shot. Like, you need to understand that this is important and this is a serious matter. Like, I hate when I see people say, oh, go get a job, stop relying on the government. Like, no, they need this help. Like, there are some people that really need this. It's a serious matter.
This message is for all the people that are complaining that they're not getting their food stamps for November. What did you do with October's food stamp money? What'd you do?
Well, I don't know, Sarah Meth. Perhaps they spent October's food stamps in October? Like, what the George Bush, you will pay for your crimes because these children should have been left behind. But unfortunately, they weren't. And now they're adults with access to the internet and total use of free will. I'm going to start calling this the J-Lo theory. Whenever you give people full unmonitored access to something, whether it be a mic, a phone, social media, whatever it is, and total use of free will, they will use that thing regardless of if it sounds good or if it makes a lick of sense. This is what Trump means when he says smart people don't like me, because what do you mean she made this video in regard to November food stamps asking what people did with their October food stamps? If Johnny had 5 apples, Methany, I know y'all be hooked on everything but phonics, so I'm going to hold your hand with a napkin in between when I say this. SNAP stands for Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. And I know supplemental is a big word for Elmo. That means it's supposed to supplement or help them get groceries for that month. What did you think the S stood for, savings or something? Like, what the Then she's talking about the government is shut down because of the Democrats. That's why you're not getting your food stamps. Mind you, the Republicans are in control of the House, the Senate, the White House, and the Supreme Court. But the party with the minority is to blame for the government shutdown. Right. And double, mind you, she on here talking about people losing their food stamps. Whole time Streets is saying she lost her kids. I fear we're worried about the wrong law, Stinker, but I fear you have way more to be worried about than what people are doing with their food stamps. Put down the phone, stop kissing your cuzzling husband, and worry about yourself. Hope this helps. Peace and love. Talk to you later.
Hi guys, welcome back again to the YouTube channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So I came across this on my FYP of this particular lady who is going viral on TikTok and asking people, telling people, what did you do with your October food stamp money? Why are you complaining of food stamp, okay? And of your November food stamp, what did you do with the October one? And a lot of people actually came for her. And yeah, she's actually finding out in the hard way, even though she came up and made a video and was like, oh, she gained about, some followers and all of that. But yeah, a lot of people actually reported that to her workplace and all that. Well, let's take a look at what is happening. Then we'll come back with the commentary. But let me know what you all think in the comment section. And credit to all creators on this video. Please do what to like and subscribe. Let's go watch and I'll come back with more commentary.
To all the people complaining gas prices are too high, what did you do with the last tank of gas you had? Did you siphon off some from another car and put it in gas cans for later? Or did you just go get premium when you know you needed regular unleaded? By the way, you could thank the Democrats for these gas prices.
And while you're here laughing at people and asking where their money went, what you fail to realize is if shit hits the fan and these people have to provide for their families by any means necessary, it's going to be your door that they come to. You see, the problem with you narcissistic people is that you fail to realize that you're one moment away from being in someone else's position. Yeah, it's a true statement. And if you think you're going to sit in your house and fry fish and the aroma's just going to float down the hallway and everything's going to be okay, and your neighbors are starving, guess what? You about to get busted in the head for that fried fish. Are you willing to lose your life over your dinner? Are you? Because where do you think these people are going? Where? Let me also remind you that food is a necessity. You need it to survive. Yeah. I don't know if you remember that part. So just because someone can't afford food doesn't mean that they shouldn't have it. You all are really some evil, narcissistic individuals. And while you're so worried about how somebody's spending their couple $100s to supply food for your family, the White House is getting a ballroom that most people will never step foot in. But you rather direct your energy to someone for the food. The ignorance is impeccable. It's to the point where I'm no longer surprised. I'm really not. And it's sad.
So all over my For You page, I see this lady talking about November food stamps, eating dry toast. I have time to entertain this foolery. I can't join the rest of you eating the toast, making fun of her. Everybody. Y'all chewing on that dry bread is driving me crazy. I can't participate. So you have this chick from Jersey who has also been on food stamps once upon a blue. She posted on her page. What drives me insane is that she knows what it feels like to be on benefits. She was depending on them at one point in her life, and all of a sudden she got like a little 9 to 5, and then she feels like, she's above everybody. I need to ask her a question. For one, you mentioned what did people do with their October food stamp money, right? You said, I'm pretty sure you didn't stock up on pantry items. And you were judging as far as like people purchasing processed foods. What do you think are in those canned goods that you put in your pantry? It looks like you're giving your thoughts and opinions from a double-eyed. So who are you to sit here and judge how people spend their food stamp money? You shop at Aldi's. Pretty sure you shop at Aldi's because it's affordable to your lifestyle. Who am I to sit here and judge you based off that? I don't shop at Aldi's. It just be the audacity of some people who have also benefited from government assistance, and then all of a sudden you forget where you've been and want to judge others for what they depend on now. That's wild business to me.
The outrage on food stamps, it's not organic. It's propaganda. It's a psyop. They want to close this program down. You know why? Because there's about to be a mass exodus of jobs, of people in the workforce. They're all about to become unemployed. And the first thing they're going to want is food. So also when you see these videos of people having thousands of dollars, it's a lie. Like, you only get $240, I think, max per person in your household. And then it goes up to like $400, and then after that, it's like $100 per person. Nobody's getting thousands of dollars. Those videos are paid propaganda. They're fake. And a lot of these really just vile comments, they're from people who are misguided, misinformed, or they are from paid propagandists that just speak vile stuff. They want this to be your idea, to abolish it. You're gonna need it. You are. Whether you like it or not. You think, oh no, I've never needed assistance, I'll never need assistance. You are. Your family will. And a robot's gonna take your job. This is not organic. This is paid propaganda. This is exactly how the propaganda machine works. They make it your idea. They make you outraged. They feed you bullshit. They show you just video after video, and it's in your face constantly. And you get so outraged, and they're gonna be like, look, everybody's mad. Everybody wants this completely abolished. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's also unbelievable that people would have a problem with people eating. Like, it's in the Bible to take care of the elderly, to take care of the disabled, to take care of the children, to take care of the families, the mothers. It's in the Bible. And every time you spew some type of hateful word towards it, you're going against God.
Hello. Look, I've been working for 29 years. For context, I am 43 years old. I started working when I was 14 years old at Vanity Fair Factory Outlets in Reading, Pennsylvania. Okay? 14 years old. For those of you who are from this area and who have worked at VF, I can prove that I worked there when I was 14 years old. I worked in Section 4 in the lingerie department, and let me tell you, I got stories for years. But that's neither here nor there. The reason that I am saying this, 29 years I've been working. 29 years I've been paying taxes. I grew up on food stamps. I grew up on food stamps. So I want you to do the math, okay? 29 years I've been putting into that pot. I'm not saying this to complain about that. I could care less about putting money into that pot. I see myself and who's benefiting from that pot. Okay? Do with that information what you will. I just want you to understand that not everyone, okay, is out here abusing that pot. I grew up in a family who could not afford a lot of things, and I grew up alongside other families who couldn't afford a lot of things, and that's just the way it was. But I tell you what, many of us, those who I know, those who I grew up with, those who lived the struggle, grew up to be very much productive members in society, like myself. Do you see where I'm going with this? Carry on.
Now, I am not the one that laugh at folks' pain. But baby, am I getting a kick out of this. All you folks on here making videos about, oh, what y'all do at last month's EBT? I know y'all done see the lady with the toast. Talking about what y'all do at last month's EBT. Did you stock up? Go to the food pantry. They give out good turkeys and trimmings. Blame the Democrats. And then she referenced me in her video. The lady with the $1,100 for EBT. I told y'all it's all fun and games until it happened to y'all. Do you not know that lady went viral? Everybody is making videos about her all over social media. They're tagging her job. Her job came out and said, our views do not align with hers. So my question to her is, what did you do with October's check? Did you save enough to pay your rent for November? Did you save enough for Thanksgiving? Or do you have to get in that turkey line that you was telling everybody else to get into? You told us you knew lots of pantries They gave out trimmings and everything. Are we still blaming the Democrats? Take accountability for your own mess. But now she's saying, don't you dare come after my livelihood. But you just came after all the folks that's losing their benefits livelihood, and you thought it was funny. Now, if the government ever open back up soon, you'll be in that food stamp line too. And a rent assistant line too. I don't feel bad for you at all. You brought it on yourself. Yesterday, you was on your high horse looking down. Today, you right here in the food pantry line with me. Hey, Pookie. Let me post the clip.
All the people that are complaining that they're not getting their food stamps for November, what did you do with October's food stamp money? What'd you do? Did you stock up on pantry items and try to shop smartly? Or did you just go buy a bunch of processed garbage? By the way, you can thank the Democrats for the government being shut down and your benefits not coming through for November. Looks like you're going to be going to the food pantry for your Thanksgiving meal. I know a lot of food pantries hand out turkeys for Thanksgiving. All the sides and trimmings too. Lots of food pantries. You better figure it out. I'm sick of hearing you complain, honestly. You ever have this as a meal? I'm eating peanut butter and butter on toast. It's absolutely delicious. You should try it. And not for nothing, I saw this woman that said she was getting $1,100 a month in food stamps. Do you know how long I could make $1,100 in food stamps last in this house? There's two of us, but I do have my son over every once in a while, or my daughters over once in a while to eat. I feed them too, and we always got food in our house, no matter what. I would take a third job. I have two jobs. I would take a third job if I had to, just to make sure my kids ate. What are you doing for your kids besides coming on the internet and bitching that you don't have any money in your food stamps account?
Oh, Pookie, my children always eat. Find one video that Taz told you that I was bitching about not getting EBT. All you heard was what I got, and you took that and ran with it. $1,100 in food stamp and two people in the household that look like they don't eat nothing, I'm pretty sure your food stamps will go a long way. But don't worry about it. You'll have them soon, along with the unemployment line and all the assistance you're going to need to catch up on your bills. Now tell us, what did you do with October's check?
I know damn well the rich-ass black community ain't crying over food stamp benefits and welfare money. I just know the rich ass, designer wearing ass, trip taking, wig wearing, nail wearing, lash wearing, 3 chains on, Rick Owens stepping, Balenciaga stepping, new shoe drop stepping, 1942 and Don Julio buying, big timing, black community, and crying over no motherfucking food stamps and welfare money. Next motherfucking case.